In 1992, Willy Binene was studying electrical engineering at a school in Zaire. He was 23 years old. One day during a break from school, his branch president called him for an interview. He asked Willy to begin preparing for a full-time mission. Willy was shocked. He still had 3 years left in his electrical engineering program. A mission could wait. Willy's parents were not happy with his choice. They had joined the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in 1987, not long after the first Latter-day Saint missionaries came to Zaire, and Willy was the first young man from their branch eligible to serve. His mother did not understand why he wanted to delay serving the Lord. Willy was focused on his academic goals and felt good about them. But a short time later, he went to visit his uncle. Waiting in the living room, he was drawn to a book written by a church leader. As he sat down and read a few pages, Willy felt struck. He realized God had spoken to him. He needed to serve a full-time mission. He had to talk to his branch president. The president was surprised to see Willy, but when Willy told him what had happened, he simply handed him a missionary application. But a mission was not to be. As violence spread through his province, militants prowled the streets, brandishing machetes, sticks, and other weapons, terrorized families and burned homes. Willy's family had no choice but to find a new place to live. They had relatives in a village called Luputa, 350 miles away, so they went there. It had no running water and no electricity, not ideal for someone trained in electrical engineering. And there was no congregation there or anywhere else nearby. What were they going to do? With few choices, Willy's family members became farmers, raising beans, corn, cassava, and peanuts. On Sundays, they worshipped with fellow church members who had fled to the village, and eventually they made contact with the mission headquarters in Kinshasa. Willy had been in Lupita for 4 years, and his desire to serve a full-time mission was as strong as ever. When he asked about serving, he learned he was too old. There was no way for him to serve a full-time mission now. Willy was shocked and deeply disappointed. He was only 27. Why couldn't an exception be made after all he had endured? A few months later, a branch was organized in Luputa. Willy was called to be a branch missionary. Okay, he told himself, my mission is here. Willy farmed 3 days a week, and on the days he was not working, he would tell people about the gospel. He didn't know what drove him to preach the gospel. He just knew that he loved it and wanted his people to have the blessings he had. Some people threatened him as well as other missionaries. Burn the Book of Mormon, they said, and the church will disappear. But the church did not disappear. Every week, more and more people, sometimes whole families, worshipped with the saints. On some Saturdays, the missionaries baptized up to 30 people. Before long, their little branch in Luputa began to grow. Read more about Willy Binene and find your place in the story in Saints Volume 4.